Hi, I'm Charlie, and I'm excited to tell you about my game, Partners and Poisons. But before I go into detail, I want you to think about your favorite times in your life. Vacations, holidays, late nights, summer days. You were with friends or maybe family. Do you remember those moments of downtime when everyone sat around and played a game together? I want to provide more moments like that where games bring people together. I truly believe playing games forms the best bonds. And I don't mean video games so much as I mean table games like cards, board games, party games. And when I see kids sucked into their phones not being social, I realize we need games like this more than ever. That's my mission, and that's why I've started Otto Vera, named for my two kids. Otto Vera is making games that bring people together to share moments that only games provide. Now, about Partners and Poisons. This is a game about survival, forming alliances, and knowing when to backstab. It's good with 4 players, but the more that play, the more intense the game becomes. What makes the game addictive is every round you have to win with a partner, yet only one person wins the overall game. The first player to win 4 rounds wins the game. Let's talk about the rules of Partners and Poisons. This is the coffin. We'll talk more about that in a second. These are the large drink cards. You'll notice there's an arrow, and when it's dealt, that arrow's facing you. Finally, there are the small action cards. You'll always maintain 3 of these in your hand, so after you play one, you'll draw another to keep 3. Small card, large card, and the coffin box. You play each round with a partner, and these partner cards mark who your current partner is. Now remember, there's an action card called Swap Partners, and that's exactly what you'll do throughout the round. You can swap yourself, you can swap your partner, you can swap 2 completely different players to different teams. It's one of the main strategies of the game. So how do you eliminate a duo of partners from a round? Well, you use a card like this, which is the drink action card, to flip the drink card. Uh-oh, that reveals a poison. So when a set of partners gets 3 poisons and the coffin box, they're eliminated from the round. You could have 3 or 4 poisons, but if you don't have the coffin, you get to keep playing. So let's talk about the coffin. See, this action card is called Move Coffin. That's how the coffin gets passed around the different teams. It's like a hot potato. And then you've got the Taste and Pass. That's how you move these drink cards around. Taste and Turn means you point the arrow away from you, which means it can't be flipped on you. And of course we talked about Swap Partners, and then the Refill card is how you get dealt another drink card when you've already had yours flipped. And last but not least, Immunity allows you to shield yourself from all these actions by the other players. Now let's talk about the possibilities behind the large drink cards. Well, you've got Antidote, Potion, and Poison. Antidote allows you to cure a poison, while Potion allows you to make a rule. A typical game with 4 players runs under 30 minutes. With 7 or 8 players, the game will run about an hour. And be warned, based on the group dynamic, these games can get really competitive and or hilarious. Some people have asked me if this is a drinking game. Well, it can be. I'm proud to say this game is super fun with the whole family, or anyone completely sober. I've played several games with kids as young as 10. Now, the theme of the game is poisons, so it doesn't require much imagination to play Partners and Poisons as a drinking game. That's a good segue for me to explain the 2 expansion decks. One, the Not Safe for Work deck, and the other, the Strategy expansion. In a nutshell, the Not Safe for Work expansion plays up the party aspect with the ability to create rules or tasks and assign penalties. Zap! The Strategy expansion is for the crowd that wants a deeper experience, focusing on the game more than the party. Okay, so about me. When I was young, I was a kid that made up games for my friends to play. And I'm still doing it at 40 years old. I made all kinds of games. Board games, video games, games for your phone, games for Hasbro, games for disabled children, big games in galleries, games to teach people how to handle serious situations. I've had an experimental urban game featured in the New York Times. That's me, Shaggy Charlie. I'm also an entrepreneur. I'm the co-founder of TouchCast, an interactive video platform. I've run the product for 7 years and know a thing or two about shipping product that people love. This campaign, in true Kickstarter fashion, dictates if the game moves forward as a product. Hope everyone watching gets a chance to play the game simply because I've seen the joy Partners in Poisons brings. I hope you can imagine you and your friends sitting around and enjoying it. Thanks for watching, and tweet me at Superfection if you have any questions. Bye bye.